Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 12, Episode 23, The Reunion Part 2. So it looks like we have one more part to go. Thank goodness this is not a 4-part reunion. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. So this episode picks up right where it left off with Garcelle and Diana. And of course, everybody is Team Diana. You know, no one dare cross the line and back Garcelle up. Diana is the victim now. You know, all of a sudden she is offended and hurt. How dare Garcelle think that Diana would do anything to her son? Girl, you have proven that you cannot be trusted. That is why. And did anybody else notice that Diana, the queen of one season wonders, had less than 11 minutes in part 1 and part 2? And that was a wrap on Diana. I think that's a very clear signal that we are done with Diana's ass. I can tell you I'm done with Diana. So before we get into this episode, I would just like to say that Andy Cohen needs to stop hosting these reunions. He didn't hold anyone's feet to the fire. He didn't hold Erica, Lisa, Dorit, Kyle, no one. There was no accountability. It was just a whole bunch of excuses, no compassion, all of that. It speaks volumes. At one point, Lisa Rinna was saying that Garcelle believing that one of them may have hired the bots to go after Jax was causing a division. Excuse me, there is already a clear line of division. It is those 5. By those 5, I mean Diana, Dorit, Lisa, Erica, and Kyle versus Crystal, Sutton, and Garcelle. It is clear that these ladies don't give a damn about Garcelle, Crystal, and Sutton. All Garcelle was saying was, Diana, leave me the hell alone. I'm tired of you harassing me on social media. I'm tired of you sending out your lawyers to send me cease and desist. I'm tired of the BS. And not one of those women came to Garcelle's defense. Not one of them. As a matter of fact, she got all up in arms because Garcelle called her evil after the way she treated Sutton when they were in Aspen and calling Sutton to see you next Tuesday. And these women had the nerve to say that saying someone is evil was worse than calling someone to see you next Tuesday. In what universe is calling somebody evil worse than calling somebody a see you next Tuesday? And can I also say, Dorit, did anybody notice the whole episode? She kept swiveling her head back and forth to see what the rest of the girls felt before she would be clear about her feelings. As soon as Lisa and Erica said that evil is worse than see you next Tuesday, here's Dorit. Oh yes, I think evil is worse. Get the hell out of here. Oh my God. Dorit, girl, go on and leave. Please, Bravo people, you do not need to bring Dorit back. What does she give all season? Not a damn thing, okay? And not only that, Sutton did apologize. I'm glad that Sutton did apologize. We all know that Sutton has gone through stuff. But, you know, girl, the comment you made, that was real terrible. So I appreciate that Sutton apologized. She let Dorit know that she is very sorry that she said that. That is the worst thing that she could have possibly said, and she will remember it forever. So I do appreciate that. That lacked compassion when Sutton said that. So I'm here for the apology, and I'm glad that Dorit accepted it. Diana tried to say that it was Garcelle that called her a soulless motherfucker. And we all know that was Sutton, okay? And even Sutton held up her little hand to say, no, that was me. You know, Diana is clearly obsessed with Garcelle. Clearly. There's even one part of the reunion when Dorit says, do anybody on the cast think that some other cast members may be racist? And they all said no. I said, oh, hell no. I think the only reason why Garcelle, Crystal, and Sutton said no is because they don't want to be contacted by the lawyers anymore. But in my personal opinion, you cannot tell me that Diana and Lisa Rinna are not racist, because I feel like they are. I just believe that Diana and the rest of the girls were really attempting to gaslight the hell out of Garcelle. They were dismissive of Sutton, and Diana at the end playing a victim. Girl, we are not here for it. No, ma'am. And I am tired of this lady mentioning her privilege. Girl, you started out with privilege. Okay, you had privilege before you had money. You topped that with $250 million. You don't have to keep telling everybody that you're privileged and you have all this money. We know. Andy's going to then ask Garcelle, how does she feel about Diana and her lawsuit as she allegedly tries to find out who hired these bots. And Garcelle says, good for her. Listen, I'm with Garcelle. Garcelle already has her own investigation launched. We don't give a damn, Diana. Go on somewhere. I mean, throughout the whole segment, you could just see on Garcelle's face that she's over it. She's over the BS. Andy asked her, what was Diana saying to you on social media? And I thought it was real funny how the editors didn't just pop those up. You know that they have those tweets. They have those Instagram moments of Diana attacking Garcelle. Why didn't they put that up there? Garcelle says she doesn't want to talk about it. She don't want to talk about Diana. And even at BravoCon, whenever Diana was brought up to Garcelle, she said, I don't want to talk about that. Personally, I would have preferred her to go the old Mariah Carey way. Who? I don't know her. I'm just saying. What I did think was super cute was Sutton wearing her Waylon socks. The fact that she had socks made with pictures of her dog on it is so on brand for Sutton. And you know what? She should start selling those socks. I mean, everybody else, Candy sold those, bitch, I'm worldwide. But anyway, I'd buy a pair of Waylon socks. I'm just saying. Kyle brings up with Dorit that she believes that Crystal was lying and trying to cover her butt. Now listen, there's a lot of things that I do not agree with when it comes to Kyle. But I agree with her. When Garcelle brought the question to Crystal saying that, are you that girl comment that Crystal made, I think that Crystal was shocked and surprised by the question and she didn't know exactly what to say. So that's how we got that dark comment. However, I think that Crystal should just move on from here because I think you lost this one as far as that conversation. Now later on, the conversation that her and Kyle have, I'm Team Crystal 100%. They talked a little bit about PK and Mauricio talking about which wife they would pick if they switched. And the lady said that they weren't upset about that at all. That is not okay with me, period. I don't want my husband sitting around talking about which wife he'd like to swap with. You know what I mean? I just don't think that that's gentlemanly. I thought it was gross. We found out that so far Garcelle has knocked down the old beach house, but she has not finished it yet due to all the permits that she has to get. However, I know she's going to get this completed and I know it's going to be beautiful. And I can't wait to see Garcelle's new beach house. This lady has really worked hard to get where she is now. She talked a little bit about her experience with Bill Cosby, and she said that when she had just turned 18, she got a role on The Cosby Show, and Bill Cosby invited her back to his townhouse, and he was supposed to be helping her with her acting, and he gave her a drink, and she said as soon as she took a sip of her drink, she instantly didn't feel right. Her gut said, this is not okay. You should not be here. And she hauled ass out of there. And I say good for you to be at such a young age of 18 and to actually know that you need to follow your gut. Ladies and gentlemen, that is something that you have to do. Always follow your gut. That is, in my opinion, the Lord's way of sending you a signal. Get the hell up out of there. You know what I mean? When I watched I think it was Showtime documentary called We Need to Talk About Bill or something like that. That's what pretty much majority of the women said, that he would invite them to his home to coach them for acting and then give them a drink, and that's when the situation would go down. I'm just saying, I'm glad that she was smart enough to get the heck out of there. I called you evil because of what you said to her.
Which is the harsher word? C word or evil?
The C word. You think that calling someone evil is
I called
worse
myself
than
the C word,
calling
so
someone?
I think
evil is.
I think evil's.
I mean,
I think evil's much.
Yeah.
oh really? Oh,
Yeah.
Right now, I'm really, really hurt for everything that Giselle said. I'm actually in shock.
Garcelle, what was your reaction to this lawsuit?
Good for her.
this, and you said, "Don't be Kyle, don't be Kyle."
Don't be Kyle. Don't be Kyle.
I'm the one that threw Garcelle's book in the trash.
Oh, really?
I did. She put my daughter Amelia in her book.
The next thing I know, her lawyer called my manager, came up with a second edition of the book. We will take it out as well as audio, and that's what we did.
So you threw the book out and what, sent the picture to Erica?
The group chat.
That's what I heard, and everybody was snickering about it.
It's a group chat, but she was not on the group chat?
There's a separate group chat, obviously.
Now, honey, finding out that Lisa Rinna is the one who threw Garcelle's book in the trash, I wish she'd have just threw her damn self in the trash. I was really pissed with Andy. I mean, Andy didn't hold them accountable at all about doing this or why they did it, what was going on. All he cared about was the old phone that was in there and the recycling. I mean, they end up completely jumping over the fact that they threw this woman's book in the trash and then posted it online and started laughing hysterically about an old phone and recycling. And then when the camera pans to Garcelle, you actually see her tearing up. It is disgusting to me, and it does have racist undertones. Here she is fighting back tears, and they're laughing about recycling. Andy is a part of the problem. I think that it was really heartbreaking and cruel when you see how she felt and how they all reacted, and it was so funny. And Andy didn't see any problem with it. I mean, to me, it was just sickening to watch. And I thought this whole season was really hard to watch, but then seeing the hurt on Garcelle's face, I said, this is really ridiculous. I mean, even the reunion is hard to watch. It was constant bullying. And by Andy sitting here chuckling it up with them, it was as if he was showing all of this favoritism towards the bullies on the show. You know, at one point, they did show the don't be Kyle, don't be Kyle. And you could see in the clip that Dorit was really doing too much. Garcelle simply said, don't be Kyle. There was nothing aggressive about it. It's irritating as hell to see them try to make this black woman aggressive. And you know what else I remember? Lisa Rinna says that she's called herself the See You Next Tuesday. Erica has called Sutton See You Next Tuesday. And Dorit, if I'm not mistaken, she called Camille the See You Next Tuesday. So evil is worse to them because they use See You Next Tuesday regularly. You know, I don't have any friends who use See You Next Tuesday. Not once. And I've only heard one person say it in person. And I was 17 years old and I had to ask somebody what it meant. These are grown women over 50 calling people to see you next Tuesday. And I thought it was really crazy that Lisa Rinna said the reason she took that picture of Garcelle's book in the trash was because kids are off limits. And Garcelle said something about Lisa's daughter in her book, which was the exact thing Garcelle said on the show. But my thing is this, if kids are off limits, then why wasn't Jax off limits? And why didn't the rest of the cast get on Erica for how she treated Jax? And why is it that no one said anything, including Andy, to Kyle or Dorit for laughing and thinking it was funny and cute that Erica acted that way? See what I mean? The favoritism. It's promoting bullying. And you know, they made this comment about, Garcelle, were you filming with LVP? Yes, the hell she was. And Dorit was kind of had her nose turned up. And I'm thinking, Dorit, the only reason you are on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is because of Lisa Vanderpump. This is ridiculous. Please get rid of Dorit and Kyle and Lisa and Erica. Please bring back Kim, Camille, Denise, and Lisa Vanderpump and some new woman. Okay, not Cherie, some other woman. Okay, I'm just saying, this is ridiculous.
What excuse did you have when you were equally disgusting to Denise, Vanderpump, and Kim?
I don't ever remember myself being quite so all over the place.
The way she was pushing and pulling on Sutton was disgusting. We got so many tweets, though, about people who felt that you got very physical with her.
Crazy. Well, my point is I didn't hurt you. You pulled quite aggressively. You didn't help me at all.
You doubted her miscarriages. Is she someone who makes things about herself?
A little bit, if I'm going to be honest.
it obstructs us from really getting to know Garcelle.
But I think the same thing could be said about...
4 of them, they protect each other just as much, if not more.
Rinna has shown you through her words and actions she does not like you. When will she realize she's not your friend?
Tell you that
You
I
were
don't...
pretty brutal with me all season.
Seemed like she was a little bit of your punching bag.
I don't consider you a friend. I did talk to you a lot during the time of hospice, and I'm thinking, does she not remember? You've yelled at me a lot. I was a dead horse. I turned into glue. I really need an apology.
I am sorry that I did that.
Your social media is disastrous. It gives me anxiety. You post some and I'm like, what is she doing?
But I don't necessarily think that I'm doing something when I first do it that's bad.
No.
To posting racial microaggression. Rinna needs to be put on pause. She's too much this year. In a post that you wound up deleting,
Yes.
you said, if we fight with Garcelle, we're called racist.
That's true. Well, that got a little misinterpreted because I was talking to the trolls.
Sometimes what is said is perceived differently when it comes to us. Sometimes what you say could have an undertone of being racist, could be a microaggression.
That's how
What were
I
you gonna
felt
say?
in my conversation.
I think it's a little different, though.
You got to stop, Kyle.
No,
Enough
actually,
already.
you have to stop.
Okay?
I'm just
stop
saying we'll
making it
change-
about how you experience it. Enough.
True.
You
You
only
made
said you
something
understood
up.
because you don't want to get in trouble. That's why.
Like she
Enough.
said,
I'm
if
done
I
with
said
you.
that.
I'm so tired of Erica and that stupid comment that Sutton is the liability and she's the reason why they haven't got a chance to know Garcelle. Shut the hell up. Garcelle has been on this show 3 or 4 seasons now. If you don't know her, it's because you don't want to know her. Stop trying to use Sutton as an excuse. Just say it. We don't want to know you. So as you can already tell, I'm just all over the place. I'm going through my memory of what happened on the show. I just got back from vacation, so I am totally trying to catch up on all these shows. I still have a couple more shows to watch, and I'm ready for a nap. Anyway, when they brought up that Kyle was absolutely rude to Sutton and that she grabbed her aggressively and that she jumped on Diana's side of the situation, Kyle really pissed me off. She sat there and tried to laugh it off and tried to act as if she had never done anything wrong, talking about she wasn't trying to hurt Sutton. I don't give a damn if you was trying to hurt her or not. The point is you don't put your hands on people. This woman was sitting here having a conversation with this nut job, and then you came out of nowhere and decided to get involved. Even after Sutton said you're not needed in this conversation, you still sat down and put your 2 cents in where nobody asked you. Nobody asked you. And then the next thing you know, you are grabbing that woman up by her shoulders. That is not your damn business. You should not put your hands on her. Kyle was dead ass wrong. Dead ass wrong. And she's going to sit there and try to act like this is such a funny situation. Sutton told her directly and it hurt. Sutton is a tiny woman. And then for the fact that she tried to make it seem as if Sutton was trying to make this miscarriage about her, that was disgusting. It really was. Kyle said that Sutton was trying to make it about her, and so did Dorit. But then later, Kyle backtracks a little bit and she says, well, after I talked to Sutton, I realized that she wasn't. No, she wasn't. She was trying to sympathize. She was trying to tell Diana that she understood. You know, she's been through 2 miscarriages, so she was trying to be compassionate. But thanks to Kyle and her drunk ass, it didn't come off right. But it wasn't going to come off right anyway because Diana was hell-bent on treating Sutton like crap from the moment she got on the show. Andy asked Garcelle to Sutton make things about her, and Garcelle is a friend that I would love to have. She said, yeah, she does sometimes. You know, and I appreciate that. Garcelle is the type of friend that's going to give you the facts. She's going to tell you the truth, even if it's something that you don't want to hear. But what I found interesting was that Erica and Rinna shared a look and a smile when Garcelle said that. Now, when the question came in and asked Sutton, when was she going to realize that Lisa Rinna is not her friend? I said, oh, wait a minute. Now, they should have said, when are you going to realize that Lisa Rinna and Kyle are not your friend? Because they're not her friend. I don't care what Kyle says. She is not Sutton's friend. Anyway, I appreciate it. Sutton got right to the point. She let Lisa know, I'm not here for this. You treated me worse than trash all season. You were rude to me. You were disrespectful to me. You beat me down like a dead horse. She told her, I was there for you when your mama was in hospice, and I was wondering, when were you going to remember that I am a real friend to you? There are no real friends for Lisa Rinna. I have decided that Lisa Rinna does not know how to be a friend. She does not know how to be a girl's girl. I think the only reason why Lisa Rinna is friends with Erica is because they are both nasty women. They are both rude as hell and evil. Okay? I didn't call you to see you next Tuesday. I said something worse. You're evil. I mean, come on, get the hell out of here with that. Anyway, I also think that Lisa Rinna might be a tad bit scared of Erica. I really did appreciate that Garcelle was honest about the Sutton question. Real friends are honest. You can tell each other the truth without having a blow up. And I think that Erica and Rinna was hoping that there would be a blow up. And one thing I thought too was Lisa Rinna and Erica both could have apologized to Garcelle about that book being thrown in the trash. I thought that Kyle could apologize right there to Sutton about grabbing her up and not believing her about her miscarriages. And then when they said that Lisa took a video of the trash with Garcelle's book in it and sent it in a separate group message that Garcelle is not a part of, I wanted to know, is Crystal and Sutton a part of that? Because I bet they're not. I bet that was something that's just Diana, Lisa, Erica, Kyle, and Dorit. And then they want to make that comment about Garcelle was trying to divide the group. No, this group is already divided. And you know what? Why didn't anybody say, Kyle, grabbing Sutton the way you did was aggressive? I bet if that was Garcelle or Crystal that grabbed Sutton, it would have been aggressive. I really love the fact that Sutton is getting stronger by the season. She is standing up for herself more. I love that. Now, when Crystal chimed in about them talking about how Garcelle taking up for Sutton is a liability, when Crystal jumped in and said, wait a second, the four of you take up for each other way more than any of us or these two. And that is the facts. That is the facts. They stand behind each other like soldiers. It's ridiculous. Listen, I have a group of girlfriends and I stand behind my girls. I really do. And they know that if anything pops off, we are here for each other. We will stand behind each other. But one thing is for sure, we're not going to back you up in your wrongdoings. You know what? I'm just sitting here thinking, at one point, I'm pretty sure that Brandy Glanville called Kyle to see you next Tuesday. And Lisa Rinna was pissed and she kept saying how vulgar that was. So it's not vulgar at all, you know, when Diana calls Sutton to see you next Tuesday. You know, Lisa Rinna talking about Lois, I really did like Lois. I thought Lois was such a little cutie and she was a spitfire. You know what I mean? Lois was just adorable. Smart and funny and cute. You know, I absolutely loved Lois. Lisa Rinna, not so much. And I am not buying that her grief caused her to act the way she does, because Lisa Rinna has been a total piece of work since season 5. Okay, she has been a complete jackass since season 5. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Just like the question said, if this is all grief, then what about how you've treated these other housewives? The way you treated Lisa, the way you treated Kim, the way you treated Denise, the way you treated Eden, the way you treated Yolanda. I mean, the list continues to go on and on and on. That is why I think they need to bring Kim and Camille back, because Kim and Camille are not about to put up with Lisa Rinna. And then that comment where she was like, put me on pause. Girl, you only said that because you know 9 times out of 10, they are about to put you on pause. So you are trying to save face. Girl, bye. I hope they put you on pause and leave you there forever. You are persona non grata. We are sick of you. I'm just saying, I'm tired of her. Remember that time that Lisa Rinna cried when Kim gave her the bunny back? You cried when Kim gave you the bunny back, but you didn't think it was disrespectful for Diana to call Sutton to see you next Tuesday, or for you all to sit around being disrespectful and laughing about recycling when we are supposed to be talking about Garcelle's book. And also, there was no real focus on the fact that Erica made that post in the first place. That is Erica co-signing the bullshit. And not only that, Lisa making that comment that she's not going to use grief as a scapegoat. You did it all season. Everywhere you went, you showed out. Then all of a sudden, you cried. And oh, it's because of my mom. Girl, your mom was with you all this time, and you still acted this way. Stop it. And not only that, the whole thing with the book and Garcelle didn't say anything negative about Lisa's daughter in the book. You know, Lisa is the one who decided to use her daughter's eating disorder as a storyline. Had you not brought it up as a storyline, plus the fact that your other daughter was dating Scott Disick, that was your storyline. It should be able to be talked about. If you bring it up, we can talk about it. I did see a post online where some fans said, give them back their diamonds, and it was Camille and Denise, and Garcelle responded and said, I'm here for this. And over 12,000 people are here for this as well. And I am one. I am here for this too. Denise, Garcelle, Sutton, Crystal, Camille, those ladies would give Renna, Erica, Dorit, and Kyle a run for their money next season. I'm just saying. Personally, I don't know, you guys. I think that I'm done with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, especially if Lisa, Renna, and Diana come back. I don't know, you guys. Get down in the comments. Should we still keep watching even if they bring those two back? I'm sick of Lisa Renna. I really am. And can I also just say, Halloween Ends was just terrible. This movie was a disgrace. I am bitter about it. I'm just saying, moving on, because I'm angry about it. Now, Crystal and Kyle. Listen, girl. Shut up, Kyle. You don't need to explain everything. Crystal is not talking about your feelings. She's talking about her feelings. She's talking about Garcelle's feelings. Lisa drops a lot of microaggressions, and that is one of the reasons that I believe, in my opinion, that Lisa Rinna is a racist. She does too damn much. That's all I'm saying. You know, Crystal was trying to explain her feelings, how she felt, what she's went through. This is not your time to jump in. First of all, Crystal was talking about a separate conversation, and you're still stuck on the dark comment conversation. Please shut the hell up and let the women of color speak when Andy's asking the questions regarding the microaggressions that revolve around them. I'm just saying. Crystal said, enough, I'm done with you. I said, oh, wow. Kyle, be quiet, girl. All right, you guys, that is all that I can remember. Anyway, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. Will we still be watching next season if Lisa and Diana are back? Do you think we need a whole reboot of the show? We need them to recast. I'm serious. Get down in the comments and let me know what you guys think. And until next time, bye.